Hey, there you are. I just finished up a mission and was heading back. Standing here with you now takes me back to that day. You, Ina, and Manon's first mission. The three of you fought pretty well for being fresh out of basic training. I guess I'm the one who decided you were ready to get right in the action after seeing how well you did in the Trainia. But I didn't think you'd be in battle so soon after that. In the end, though, I think Crawford made the right call. That you and Manon could do that right after landing on the planet shows how resilient you two are. I hope the two of you keep doing what you're doing. And Dinah, too. She had just lost her father and sustained serious injury. From what I hear, she still didn't even know her way around her weapon yet. She displayed incredible fortitude and courage in that battle. But compared to you, Meaty One, she's still a work in progress. With some more experience, I'm sure the sky is the limit for her. Attitude is what's most important. She seems like she's in such a hurry to prove herself. In a way, she's trying to put what happened at Alio Town to good use, without being consumed by anger. Using anger and hatred as motivation always warps a person's soul. As long as she keeps focusing on improving herself, she'll be fine. Slow and steady wins the race. I need you and Manon to keep an eye on her. You know, I think something is weighing on Manon, too. I need you to lead the two of them by example.
Have gone, but your souls are still burning bright. May your dreams
The live concert is complete. Thank you for joining.
What are you doing here? I visit once in a while. I still can't believe all of this happened here. From your perspective, I guess it happened right after you arrived on Halpha. Aleo Town was a really nice place. Everyone was so warm and kind. When I first arrived on Halpha, there was a problem with the door of my pod and I couldn't get out. If it wasn't for Aleo Town ARCs, I'd still be trapped in there even now. Everyone showed up to help out, and they eventually got the door open. It was exactly the same as when you arrived. Everyone was so welcoming to me. They all seemed overjoyed that a new friend had arrived. And they couldn't wait to teach me everything about this planet. They were all so strong, too. Mid-sized dolls units were no match for any of them. I watched Garoa go up against huge dolls units, 5 at a time by himself, and win. Just one swing of that huge axe, and I just can't believe this all happened. I'm sorry. I know it affected you too. I try so hard not to show weakness in front of anyone. But with you, I just... Can I be alone for a little while? I'll go back to Central City once I get it together.
Hey, what are you doing here? I was here gathering fruits and vegetables, and I can't believe this pot is still here. Apparently the parts are valuable, so they get salvaged pretty fast. I guess this is where everything got started. I still remember that day. It wasn't even that long ago, but it feels like it's been forever. You dropped down from the sky in this pod. Then Dark Falls attacked, and Aleo Town was... I've wondered so many times since then. What would I have thought of the person I am now? There have been some really hard times, but I've made lots of good memories too. I've had so many adventures with you and Manon. I also like to think I'm a better Arcs defender now. I'm sure my dad would set me straight on that if he was here. But I just know I'll get to where I need to be if I keep pushing myself and never, ever give up. I just know it. So, thank you. I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without you and Manon. It's a little embarrassing saying it like this, but I've been wanting to express my gratitude for a while. Here's to more adventures.
Hey!
Ah, what perfect timing. We just got the data together from the Retem region survey. I don't know if it'll help you in your battles or not, but would you like to take a look? Wonderful. Let's go over it then. First, let's look at Retem's environment. As you can see, Retem is a region covered in sand. The temperature varies wildly between night and day, and it almost never rains. It would seem to be quite a harsh environment for any living creature. And yet a multitude of creatures live there nevertheless, perfectly adapted to their surroundings. We plan to do further research on the life forms there, including all local enemies. However, the environments of two regions connected by border bridges are astonishingly different from one another. We'd like to assign researchers to look into that, but for now, we must prioritize research that can help us in battle. Speaking of astonishing, Sagan Mountain Road, just inside the Retem region, is another strange area. There are electromagnetic and gravitational anomalies there. You'll even find things like huge boulders floating in midair. We think cylindrical structures called degrevs cause the anomalies, but there's still much to learn about them. But let's save that topic for another day. Now, I'll give you an overview of the residents of Retem. Retem is a region plagued by harsh environmental conditions and constantly under the threat of Dahl's attacks. That Nexalio battle the other day posed a major threat to us. However, such threats are commonplace for the people of Retem. They've lost many lives trying to keep their town safe. It's not a surprise that there are people who value strength above all else. It seems to be a basic tenet of theirs, that the strong should protect and guide the weak. The circumstances of both Aelio and Retem have always prevented us from interacting with each other much. The cultural differences are also a barrier to mutual understanding. But if you can exhibit strength to them, in spite of all this, I'm sure they'll accept you. I'd like you to reach out to the Retem Ark's defenders and earn their trust. Well, I guess that's enough of an introduction to Retem, for now. All that's left is for you to go and experience it for yourself. I can't wait to hear about it.
operation against a large number of dolls appearing in the Alio
Please, take
region.
this.
We request
I'm
the
sure it will
participation
help.
of all ARCS defenders.
Oh, it's you. You startled me. I was just in Rezel Forest, but I'm having a hard time by myself. Not only are the enemies tough, but they come from out of nowhere. And it's really scary. I mean, I'm not used to it yet. But I definitely think I've gotten better at fighting since the first time I was there. I remember how nervous I was. It was all I could do just to follow you two. I don't even remember the path we took that day. But I grew a lot from that experience. So, I'm really glad I did it. I can't thank you and Manon enough. I know. Thank you so much. When I heard that Nex Alio had appeared, and Dozer had gone missing, all I knew was that I had to volunteer to help. I wasn't even thinking about enemies, or what kind of place Rezel Forest might be. When both of you agreed to let me join, it made me feel like I could handle it. I felt like just as long as we were together, I didn't need to be afraid of any enemy. My dad used to always get so mad at me and say, "You always act without thinking." But he also used to say that it was better than overthinking things and doing nothing. I think that's probably just how I am. Hey, will you promise to stop me if I'm ever about to do something really dumb? If I know you and Manon are there to put the brakes on me, then I'll be free to go full speed ahead. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad I have you around to help me. Thank you.
Eradication of dolls in accordance with Defense Directive confirmed. Thank you for your contribution to the mission.
What a coincidence, seeing you here. I see. I was on patrol and thought I'd stop by here. I was reminiscing a little bit. I'm a Meteorn too. Just like you and Manon. This patch of coast here is where I landed. How could I forget? I was so disoriented when I got out of the pod that I was a sitting duck. Before I knew it, I was completely surrounded by enemies. I had a weapon in my hand that I knew how to use for some reason, but I was outnumbered. They slowly closed in on me. I remember thinking I was gonna die right there, and I had no idea who I even was. And then an Arx defender showed up. He cut through all of them like a hot knife through butter. I had never seen anything quite like it. It was Crawford. At the time, he wasn't the head of Central City yet. He was just an ordinary Arx defender. Apparently, he happened to see my pod make planetfall and came to see if I needed help. He carried me back to Central and patched me up good as new. And he welcomed me as a citizen of Central City. After that, he taught me how to get by on Alpha. And how to fight. He sure was a stickler for the basics. His curriculum was as detailed and meticulous as you might expect. And he's a pretty demanding teacher, too. I'm an absolute teddy bear compared to that guy. Crawford made me who I am today. I do what I do now as my way of paying him back. I need you to be in his corner, too. He's charismatic, but the truth is that he doesn't have many people who understand him. I'd appreciate it.
Oh, you're here too. No, I'm just doing a little homework on enemies in Rezel Forest. I'm trying to learn more about how the dolls communicate. They all appear to operate autonomously and independently, but sometimes they seem to operate as part of some kind of collective consciousness. Did you know there are certain dolls units known as command dolls? Petus Vera, for example. As the name implies, command dolls give orders to other dolls units. They're the dolls' officers, basically. That next Alio that we encountered in this forest was an especially powerful one. According to the database, it's classified as a command unit. That time when Dozer had gone missing in action, it was sending orders all over Alio. Dolls units under its command all started marching on Central City at once. It was basically acting as a command tower. If we hadn't knocked it down, Central City would have been in trouble. I'm so glad we were able to put a stop to it. Of course, it's possible that we somehow just got lucky against all odds. Well, at least that's what it said on the report I got from Crawford. He's really done a lot of research on it. But the real issue is that... is this too much all at once for you? Alright, I guess that's enough for today's lesson. I'll let you know if I learn anything else.